Have you ever had your butt kicked so badly in a sparring match that you wanted to quit? My first time sparring in a karate tournament was nearly my last. I went into that tournament feeling pumped and ready to go. I was only a yellow belt, but I was used to sparring in class with black belts, many of them barely half my age. I was a beginner, but I loved sparring. It was my favorite freaking thing. And I felt totally confident going into my first beginner sparring division. And my sensei had total confidence in me. Sabrina, he said, you'll go against white and yellow belts. Even if orange, you'll be totally fine. You've got this. So there I was, 41, about to turn 42, totally expecting to compete against women of similar age and rank. But when I showed up at that tournament, oh, Sabrina, guess what? You're the only person in your sparring division. We're going to have to put you somewhere else. And guess where they put me? 18 plus with blue and brown belts. And then I saw these women. They were easily 1.5 times my size. I'm 5'2", 110 pounds. I don't have the nickname shrimp for no reason. So here I was, outranked, outyouthed, outsized, and very much outexperienced. I was in completely over my head, but I was determined. I loved sparring. I was ready to fight. So I swallowed my fear, reminded myself that I'd been doing really well in class and could often hold my own against black belts. So I took a deep, calming breath and went in there determined to put in my best effort. And lo and behold, I got absolutely destroyed. Like, I got the beats. That day, I had my ass handed to me on a plate with generous sides of shame, self-loathing, and OMG, make the pain stop. By the end of my second match, I was barely moving out of the way, just covering up my face and chest as best I could, taking hit after hit after hit. It was a sad, sad day. In my head, I was lying on the mat, curled up in the fetal position, weeping and just waiting for it to be over. And after, I was shaking and bruised and limping and totally emotionally shattered. And I still had to compete in kata. I have no idea how I did it without crying. Barely, I think. And I didn't perform at all well. And after that, I wanted to quit sparring. And considering how much I loved sparring, this was significant. But I was done. I wanted out. No more sparring at the dojo. No more sparring in competitions. No more sparring, period. But I was on my club's tournament team, obligated to compete in every division at every tournament I attended. So I had no idea what I was going to do. I wallowed for a good month. Anytime I thought of that day, I'd tear up. Every single time my sensei said, gear up in class, I'd get totally tense. I did not want to do it anymore. I was effing done. Well into my second month of emotional paralysis, I realized I needed to make a choice. As I saw it, I had two. One, continue as I had been, sitting on the fence, feeling inadequate and mediocre, but not really ready to do anything about it. Two, quit. Quit sparring completely. Quit the tournament team if I had no choice. Just walk the frick away. I almost chose number two. I was that scared of sparring. But then I realized I had a third option. I could commit to getting a hell of a lot better. This was going to happen again, I realized. There are not a lot of women my age who compete at all, let alone compete in sparring, at least at the tournaments I've attended. This was going to happen over and over. I was going to be put in divisions with women who were younger, who were probably larger, who were of a higher rank, who had more experience in training and competing. I was going to be operating well outside of my comfort zone again and again and again. So I had to get better. I had to train harder, had to bust my ass and get as fit and capable and tough as possible so that what happened at that tournament would never happen again. So that I would never get so completely caught off guard like that again. So that's what I did. And I got better. And I was right. I've been put in all sorts of divisions. I've been pushed way out of my comfort zone again and again and again. But I made that decision to grow and I committed fully to it. And I have dedicated myself to continuous improvement ever since. So back to you. Have you ever had your butt kicked so badly in a tournament that you felt demoralized and wanted to quit? Maybe this happened recently. Well, now you have a choice. 1, keep things as they are, sitting with those feelings of mediocrity and inadequacy. 2, walk away and never look back, avoiding fear, but never knowing what you're truly capable of. Or 3, choose the path of the warrior. Train your resilience, work your butt off at the dojo, and get out there and punch fear in its stupid fricking face. Be the martial artist you were always meant to be. The choice is yours. Which one will you make? For a great way to get your head in the right space for sparring, check out this next video. This is my personal dialogue with fear to help me prep for a match. Feel free to create your own dialogue for your next tournament.